On May 4th, Mikko Rantanen dropped 3 goals and 1 assist in a Game 7 to eliminate the team that drafted him. Final score, 4-2. Rantanen's stat line, insane. But how did the Avalanche's former Golden Boy turn into their playoff nightmare? This is the night Mikko Rantanen humbled the Colorado Avalanche. We'll break down the blockbuster trades, the brutal playoff series, and that career-defining Game 7. But behind the highlight reel, what really went down in Denver's front office? And why did Rantanen have to be traded twice? It all starts with a trade no one saw coming. Mikko Rantanen was never supposed to wear another jersey. Drafted 10th overall by the Colorado Avalanche in 2015, he was quickly labeled a cornerstone of the franchise's future. A towering winger with soft hands and elite vision, Rantanen grew into one of the NHL's most productive forwards. He didn't just score, he dominated. Multiple 30-plus goal seasons, power play threat, overtime hero. His chemistry with Nathan MacKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog wasn't just strong, it was era-defining. Together, they built one of the most feared top lines in hockey. In the 2022 postseason, Rantanen etched his name into Avalanche lore. He recorded more points in a single playoff run than any Colorado winger since Peter Forsberg. Every big goal seemed to have his name on it. He was supposed to retire in burgundy and blue, a captain in waiting, a face of the franchise. For fans in Denver, Rantanen wasn't just another star, he was their guy. So when the trade came, it didn't just shock the league, it cut deep. Because heroes aren't supposed to become enemies, and yet somehow that's exactly what happened. Nobody saw it coming. In a move that stunned the hockey world, Mikko Rantanen was traded by the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes in what was labeled a cap casualty. The Avs were squeezed. Injuries, backloaded contracts, and a ballooning payroll forced management's hand, but it still didn't make sense. Why him? A week later, things got weirder. Carolina flipped Rantanen to the Dallas Stars in a complex 3-team deal involving top prospects and multiple draft picks. In the span of 10 days, a franchise cornerstone became a trade chip. Twice. Former Avalanche GM, we never wanted to lose Mikko, but sometimes the cap hits harder than a check into the boards. The hockey world was in disbelief. One analyst put it bluntly, trading Rantanen twice, that's like trading Luka Doncic and expecting to get better. Rantanen wasn't just a scorer, he was a 90-plus point force. And now he held a bizarre distinction. He became the first 90-plus point player in modern NHL history to be traded twice in a single season. Fans were heartbroken. Media scrambled for answers. And in Dallas, Rantanen got quiet, focused, waiting for his chance to speak on the ice. It was the matchup fate had been scripting all season, the Dallas Stars versus the Colorado Avalanche. Mikko Rantanen's new squad against the team that drafted him, developed him, and, some say, betrayed him. The storyline was irresistible. Former star turned rival. Avalanche fans were split. Some still wore his jersey, others burned it. The media called it the Rantanen Revenge Tour. Speculation ran wild throughout the regular season. Every hit, every stare down, every subtle chirp on the ice added fuel to the fire. Rantanen, never one for headlines, stayed quiet, but his play spoke volume. When Dallas and Colorado faced off in the regular season, he tallied 4 points in 2 games. He didn't celebrate his goals, he didn't have to. Avalanche captain Nathan MacKinnon tried to downplay the narrative. We know Mikko, but this isn't personal, it's business. But when the two teams met in the second round of the playoffs, it felt personal. This series was brutal. 6 games of pure trench warfare. Both teams bled for inches. It all came down to Game 7. The building shook. The stakes couldn't have been higher. And as the puck dropped in Denver, there was one thing everyone agreed on. Nobody predicted what was coming. If you want to see how this epic showdown unfolded, make sure to subscribe and don't miss a moment. May 4th, 2025, American Airlines Center, Game 7 between the Dallas Stars and Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche held a 2-0 lead early in the third period, thanks to goals from Josh Manson and Nathan MacKinnon. Then, Mikko Rantanen took over. At 7:49 into the third, Rantanen scored his first goal of the night with a shot from above the circles, igniting the Stars' comeback. Less than 6 minutes later, he tied the game on a power play with a wraparound attempt that deflected off defenseman Samuel Girard and into the net. With 3:56 remaining, Rantanen assisted on Wyatt Johnston's power play goal, giving Dallas a 3-2 lead. He completed his hat trick with an empty net goal at 19:57, sealing the 4-2 victory and the series. Rantanen's 4-point third period matched a rare NHL feat, only the second time in history a player recorded 4 points in the third period of a Game 7. He finished the series with 5 goals and 7 assists against his former team. Stars coach Peter DeBoer remarked, "He just decided that we were not going to go home. What you witnessed there was special." Rantanen's performance eliminated the team that drafted him, turning a once-beloved Avalanche star into their playoff nemesis. The aftermath of Game 7 sent shockwaves through the hockey world. Avalanche fans flooded forums with outrage and disbelief. Threads exploded with headlines like "Betrayed by our own" and "How could we let him go?" The passionate fan base was grappling with the harsh reality that their former hero had just crushed their playoff hopes. Across sports media, the tone was equally intense. An ESPN anchor declared he didn't just win, he ended an era. The sentiment echoed the feeling that Colorado's golden chapter with Rantanen had come to an abrupt and painful close. At the Avalanche's post-game press conference, the mood was somber and reflective. Coaches and players struggled to find words, visibly affected by the loss and the manner in which it came. The gravity of losing a former franchise cornerstone to an opponent was clear. Mikko Rantanen's own response struck a surprisingly measured tone. "No hard feelings, but I had to remind them who I was." His words captured the complicated mix of professionalism, rivalry, and personal vindication that defined the night. The fallout wasn't just about hockey. It was about identity, loyalty, and the harsh realities of a business that sometimes forces the impossible. The story was far from over. With that unforgettable Game 7 performance, the Dallas Stars have surged into the next round of the playoffs, riding a wave of momentum that few saw coming. The energy around the team has shifted dramatically. What once seemed like a gamble on a traded star now feels like a masterstroke. All eyes are on Mikko Rantanen. Can the former Avalanche standout channel his playoff dominance into a full cup run? His blend of skill, experience, and sheer willpower makes him the kind of player who can carry a team deep into June. The Stars' current general manager sums it up simply: "We got a playoff assassin, and we're not done." The confidence reflects a team hungry for more, eager to capitalize on their newfound edge. The road ahead won't be easy. Every opponent knows the threat Rantanen poses, but if he can keep delivering performances like this, Dallas might not just be playoff contenders, they could be serious cup favorites. For Rantanen, this is more than just redemption. It's a chance to rewrite his legacy, proving that sometimes the toughest challenges bring out the very best in a player. The hockey world will be watching and waiting to see if the Stars can shine all the way to the top. If you want to follow every moment of this incredible journey, hit subscribe and stay tuned for all the latest playoff action. Mikko Rantanen's Game 7 performance wasn't just historic, it was downright wild. Over the entire 7-game series, he skated an impressive 22.7 miles, covering more ice than most players could dream of. In that decisive game, he either scored or assisted on 65% of the Stars' goals, dominating every moment he was on the ice. His hat trick came lightning fast, 3 goals in just under 12 minutes of game time, leaving fans and opponents stunned. To put it into perspective, only 2 other former teammates across major North American sports have ever eliminated their old team in a Game 7 with a hat trick or an equivalent feat. Think NBA or NFL legends pulling off comparable playoff miracles. As one analyst jokes, that wasn't a playoff series, it was a revenge tour with skates. Rantanen didn't just play hockey, he made history. Did Colorado make the worst trade of the decade by letting Mikko Rantanen go? Or is this just the beginning of his unstoppable revenge tour? A star rising even higher after being cast aside. The story is far from over, and the playoff battles ahead will reveal just how Rantanen and the Stars can go. What do you think? Was this trade a disaster for the Avalanche or a masterstroke in disguise? Drop your thoughts below and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe.